The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Dublin Valley Farms, Stable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Hello everyone and welcome to Athens County, Ohio for Ohio County Fair Racing. Glad to have you along on this Friday afternoon. Let's kick off the weekend with some harness racing in southeastern Ohio. Today it's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. We've got 9 races on the card tonight. I'm Frank Froz along with Chris Santacantarino. We'll have a couple of special guests, hopefully, throughout our broadcast today as we get set with the only harness racing taking place at a fair in Ohio. We'll have 2 divisions each of the 2-year-old filly pacers, the 2-year-old filly trotters, the 3-year-old colt pacers, the 3-year-old colt trotters, and 1 free-for-all. 22 different trainers are racing 44 horses today. 3 trainers will have 5 go behind the gate. Steve Carter has 5 today, as does Eric Nesselrode and Earl Owings. So those are the 3 that'll have 5 each in the action today. Roger Houston is our announcer today, so we will be honored to have the voice making the calls. Over 183,000 races Roger has called in his career. And he'll wrap up here at Athens, take Sunday off, and then Monday he is heading across the pond to go to Ireland for the Derek Delaney Memorial in Ireland, and then he'll be over there for about a week before coming back for that. So our speed superintendent today here at the Athens County Fair is Scott Simmons. Presiding judge is Bill Creighton. Our clerk and charter, Rod Newhart. Lynn Scott Photo has our photo finish. Winner Picture is our photographer, Winner Circle photographer. Mike Wepkenberg is our starter, and as I told you, we have Roger Houston as our announcer today. The Athens County Fair kicking off, really kicked off back on July 21st. Believe it or not, that's when they did the fair royalty, and they also had a dog show back in July. But the real fair kicks off today. Grand opening is at noon. It opened the gates. Junior fair booth set up with racing today. That's pretty much all that's going on here. We'll have more racing tomorrow. Very short card tomorrow, only 6 races, and we'll kick that off at noon. Some of the events that they'll have the horse and pony pull at the grandstand tomorrow. On Monday, they have Alex Miller, an up-and-coming country star, will be performing in the grandstand area. Tuesday is the first day of rides. They have a new ride company here, so they're expecting some fun with the rides in the midway. And they'll have motocross on the grandstand. They'll get that track going up. As you will see when the horses go into the lower turn, the big mound of dirt that they've got there. So we're probably going to lose the horses for probably a good 1/16 of a mile around that lower turn as they make their way around the track. So they'll be setting up the motocross fast track for Tuesday. Wednesday, this is a new one. I've heard of school bus racing, but they will be having a school bus demolition derby. Now that would be something to see. That's going to be on Wednesday. That's a new attraction. Thursday is the regular demolition derby. Drag racing on Friday, and Saturday it's the truck and tractor pull that'll be wrapping up the fair here in Athens County. As I said, we are in southeastern Ohio. Athens County, home of Ohio University, the Bobcats. here in Athens as we are getting ready for the first race. Roger had called them out already. Want to also address something, too, that as we get ready to get rolling here, we want to ask everybody, be nice in the comments. We've been hearing that there have been some inappropriate comments of late. We are going to do a better job of monitoring it. If we find inappropriate comments, we will delete them. We will also block those people who are making those comments from making comments. And really, if it continues, we'll just get rid of all the comments and just have racing. We know the comments are part of our program, and we hope that everybody will kind of govern themselves so we don't have to govern you. But want to thank everybody who's already checking in. We got Seneca Lake, Ohio, Rockford, Ohio, Lawrenceville, PA, Lexington, Kentucky. So everybody checking in over in Indiana. Want to thank the folks over in the Hoosier State who are here watching us as well. We got somebody checking in from Grant Hospital. We hope you're working there and not in there for other reasons. If you are, well, we wish you a speedy recovery. So we have a slight delay due to... Roger, what's the delay? Well, we're waiting on our ambulance. See, once again, as you sit here and you get ready to do these broadcasts, Chris sitting there going, hey, you ready to go yet? You ready to go? You want to wait? You want to wait? And I was anxious to get on, so I said, let's go. And here we have an ambulance delay. So we'll wait a few minutes. Oh, why don't we do this? Why don't we play the Athens County history first? Let's do that. Chris is going to make sure everything's ready. We think we got everything going today. We're on YouTube as well today. So, folks, that's something we're trying to do. We're trying to get on YouTube. For those of you that enjoy watching on your bigger screen, if you can't tap your computer into your big TV with an HDMI cable, we do have, we're trying to get everybody up on YouTube, and we've been told YouTube is up and running as well today. And so looks like we're good there. I want to thank everybody who's enjoying us over on YouTube. We have our friends from up north checking in on YouTube, so glad to have you along with us. So let's go to the Athens County Fair history, and then we'll be back right after that.
The Athens County Agricultural Society hosted their first county fair in the fall of 1851.
Well, just like that, the ambulance has showed up. We'll get back to that. Let's go to the post parade with Roger Houston.
These are the horses. The Caviar with Alex Hawk. The 2, Race Day with Drew Neal. Number 3, Jurassic Justice, the driver Mike Lowe. And number 4, VH Willy Wonka, Derek Wadaker in the sulky. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing, less than 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes to wager on the first.
Okay, here is a look at the horses. The number 1 is Get the Caviar. That is Alex Hawk driving for Charles Vigeron. This is a 3-year-old gelding by Triumphant Caviar out of the Ambro Laser Mare Plumo. Cheryl Vigeron owns. She is also the breeder of this horse. 6 starts this year with a win. Lifetime 21 starts, 2 wins, a second and a third. Last win came at Wilmington, trotting in 2:03 and 3. That was back on July 8th. The number 2 is Race Day. Drew Neal will drive for Rosie Weaver. This is a creatine out of the mare I Love You Like a Love Song by Credit Winner. Rosie Weaver owns this horse. 9 starts this year, has hit the board in 5 of those, 3 wins, earnings just over $12,000 lifetime. 14 times has hit the board in 19 starts with 4 wins. Last time out, second at Bowling Green. Trotting in 203 and 3, was a winner 3 back at Marysville. The number 3 is Jurassic Justice. Mike Lowe trains and drives for owner Jerry Welch, who co-owns with Mike Lowe. This is also a homebred for Jerry Welch. 6 starts this year, 3 wins. Also has a second and a third. Earnings of nearly $14,000. Has hit the board in 3 straight. 2 of those wins, including the last time out at Piketon, was a winner in 202 and 3. And the number 4 is VH Willy Wonka. Derek Wadaker will drive for Tim Van Horn, who owns this big chocolate out of the Thunder Road mare Joyful Road. This year, 8 starts, just a third-place finish to show. Last year, 5 starts, did not find the winner's circle. So a maiden. The nice story about VH Willy Wonka, if VH Willy Wonka wins today, Tim Van Horn's 3 grandsons get a go-kart. They had a deal that if Tim Van Horn can win 10 races this year, he's already won 5 this summer, he'd buy him a go-kart. And then they cut the deal that if it's a track record, it counts as 2 wins. But if VH Willy Wonka wins, they get the go-kart automatically. So you know the boys are pulling for VH Willy Wonka to come home a winner for the first time because they're going to get themselves a go-kart. So we are set to go from the rail out. Get the Caviar, Alex Hawk, Race Day, Drew Neal, Jurassic Justice, Mike Lowe, VH Willy Wonka, and Derek Wadaker. Let's send it up to Roger Houston for the call of the first.
Starting gate in the upper turn. Gate swings into the stretch, and here they come. Somebody write the quarter times down. They're off and trotting, going for the lead. Jurassic Justice on the inside. Get the Caviar. Getting away third is Race Day, and the trailer is VH Willy Wonka. As they race around the turn, go on to the backside and the first 8. It's Mike Lowe and Jurassic Justice on top of the field by 2.5. Get the Caviar is there second. Racing third, Race Day. As they race over the first quarter mark, trailing the field, VH Willy Wonka. As they race over to the quarter, they reach the quarter in 32 seconds. Into the turn and go on to the 3/8 mark. It's Jurassic Justice showing the way, length and 3/4, better than Get the Caviar. Closing the gap slowly is the 2 Race Day, trailing the field, VH Willy Wonka. All in straight alignment as they race into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. Jurassic Justice has been there every step, leads by a length and 3/4. Get the Caviar, taking the 2-hole trip. Catching the field is Race Day. Trailing the field, VH Willy Wonka. As they race into the turn, go on to the 5/8 mark. They're over to the half in 104 and 4. As they race to the backside, the leader remains Jurassic Justice by a length and a half. Racing second, Get the Caviar. Third is Race Day, and the trailer remains VH Willy Wonka. Out and moving on the outside, Get the Caviar. Going after the leader, Jurassic Justice, as they race over to the 3/4 mark in 136. Midway around the final turn, the leader is Jurassic Justice. On the outside, Get the Caviar second. Up the inside comes Race Day. Now comes to the outside after the leader. Less than an 8 to go in Ohio. It's Jurassic Justice with the lead. Race Day second. Coming home, it's all Mike Lowe, Jurassic Justice. Race Day, Get the Caviar.
So Mike Lowe takes Jurassic Justice to the lead here in the first and never relinquishes and comes home a winner by about a length and a half. We'll wait on the final race time. But the first quarter was 32 flat, 104 and 4 for the half, 136 for 3/4, and we'll get the final time here. Jurassic Justice was the favorite at 3-5, has now won 4 of 7. That's 3 wins in the last 4 races, and has now hit the board in 14 of 7 starts. 14 of 17 starts, pardon me. So the first of our 2 divisions for 3-year-old colt and gelding trotters, going for a purse of $5,855. Second was Race Day. Get the Caviar was third. And VH Willy Wonka looked more like Slugworth in that race, finishing well back in fourth. So you like that? I watched Willy Wonka that came up with Slugworth.
Not the new one.
No, not the new one. No, the original. Johnny Depp's good, but I'm sorry. Gene Wilder's better. We have a little story about that here in a second after the Winner's Circle. People may not know about the movie Willy Wonka and Gene Wilder. So here is Mike Lowe back to the Winner's Circle. And we'll have Roger tell us all about it.
Colt Circuit 3-year-old colt and gelding trot. Number 3, Jurassic Justice. Owned by Jerry Welsh and Mike Lowe. Mike Lowe trains and drives 3-year-old gelding, but Volstead of the Vamp Hall. Home a winner, 207 4/5.
Get the rest of the rundown here officially from Roger, even though I gave it to you that little story about Gene Wilder. Now, if you remember the movie, as it starts, he's walking out. We'll go to the
Number
rundown.
1, Get the Caviar, 3. Number 2, Race Day, 2. The 3, Jurassic Justice, the winner. Number 4, VH Willy Wonka, 4. Top down, 3, 2, 1. 4 on the bottom. The quarter, 32. The half, 104.4. 3/4, 136. The mile, 207 4/5. In the second race, number 5, Long Live Cowgirls, the driver Dylan Fagan. And number 6, Cruise to Barcelona, the driver Tim Deaton.
So there's your rundown. Let me finish that story, then we're going to go to a break. We're going to get a passport taken care of, and then we're going to bring in one of our guests. But Gene Wilder in that movie, as he's walking out, the producers just wanted him to walk out, and Gene Wilder wanted to have the cane get stuck and do the roll. And they were like, well, why? He says, because if I do it and pull it off, nobody's going to know what's around the next turn. And that was the type of movie it was. So you get trivia here. You get good information in this. It's not all about horse racing. But we do have another one coming up right after this. It'll be the 2-year-old Philly Pacers, 7 to go to the gate. And we'll be back with that right after this.
The Athens County Agricultural Society hosted their first county fair in the fall of 1851 at the same exact location it's held today. The fair was originally a 3-day event that awarded premiums to livestock and produce, but also to oddities like Best Barrel of Salt, Plow, and Acre of Corn. Families made time to see all the exhibits, but harness racing was the highlighted show. The racetrack at the Athens County Fairgrounds has been seeing horses for over 100 years. Photos prove that crowds gathered every year to watch and place bets on their favorite trotter or pacer. One of the first harness horsewomen of the area, Gussie Barnhart, recalls the grandstand overflowing with people hoping to catch a glimpse of the action. Barnhart trained her own horses out of the county fairgrounds, where in 1950 she started racing 2- and 3-year-olds. While the track itself has not changed dramatically over the years, that's not the case for the rest of the fair. The racehorse barn used today wasn't always such. It originally housed the Five Tabernacle Church. The fairgrounds has also expanded more than 30 acres since its founding. Today, the Athens County Fair is a member of the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. They host 2 days of live-action harness racing.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing, and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio. When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Welcome back to Athens County and Athens, Ohio, the home of the Ohio University Bobcats and home today of the only fair racing in the Buckeye State today. I'm Frank Froz along with Chris Santa Cantarina, and we are joined by a very special guest. I had to basically convince her to come over here. Not really. She was like, hey, can I come over and be on the air with you? I said, sure. Mackenzie Haynes coming to join us. Welcome.
Yes, I'm excited to be over here.
Well, good. Glad to have you over here. Now, the first thing is, when we were over in the backside when I got here, we were talking a little bit, and you said you wanted to come over here, and I said, come on over. When do you want to come over here? And your husband, Brian, who trains trains one of the horses in today, and we'll talk about that, walked by, and she goes, she'll be better than Jeremy, and just kept walking. Now, the joke is that they are related.
Yes, yeah, they're related. They're cousins. Yeah.
So Jeremy, your cousin's taking shots at you, but you know what? What else is family for? That's what they're there for, to take shots at you. But you got the whole brood with you today, don't you?
Yeah, my kids come to all the fairs with us. They really enjoy coming to the races, which they don't get the opportunity at the bigger tracks. But at fair time's fun time. So I bring all the kids, we pack a lunch, we scope out fair food, and then we watch races.
What's their favorite and what's yours?
So all my kids are different. My middle son, Elephant Ear. My oldest son, Funnel Cake. My youngest, Fries. Bucket of fries.
How old are they and what are their names?
So Riker is turning 7 in September. Aiden is 5, and we call him Shug, but his name's Clayton, and he's 3.
You got your hand full.
Always. I never get a break.
Oh, well, we're glad to have you. Now, horses are coming out, and we'll get to that in a second. But you asked, we had a bunch of people come up between the during our break, and they were here with their passports. And Mackenzie asked, what's this I'm missing on? So here is your passport.
Okay.
And if you're at one of the fairs, you come up to visit us, and we give you a sticker to go in for where fairs you attend. Then at the end of the year, now you got to come up to our broadcast location, and we'll give you a passport. At the end of the year, you turn it in at the last fair you're at, or you send it into the office, and you're eligible for some great prizes from the OHHA.
I love that.
So it's a way to encourage people to come out to the fair, because like you said, fair time is fun time. That's what we're here for. And so we're out here to have some fun, and it's a chance for people to, participate and come out to the fairs and pick up their passports. So make sure you stop here as we get set to go. Now, we were talking a little earlier. You have 3 in your barn right now, but you say that varies because you claim horses and they're claimed for you. But right now you have 3. Tennessee Smoothest Tennessee Whiskey, better known as Snips, which was the 3-year-old trotting filly of the year in Ohio, correct?
No, she was the pacing. We
Pacing,
just made
pacing,
her
okay.
a trotter.
Right, okay. See, she's one of those that goes both ways. So, and how is she? Is she trotting in races yet?
No, not currently. We're still pacing. The goal is by winter time to let her trot a little bit.
Okay. So, because I know that was the experiment.
Yeah.
You had her down at one of the matinees,
Yeah.
entered in a trot there to see how she would do.
Yeah, she's still trotting when we train. We haven't pushed her any farther to get her qualified for the trot. The hope is by winter. We got to get through the baby seasons first.
Okay, and speaking of your babies, you got one in today,
Yep.
a 2-year-old, and that is coming up in the 6th race. And that is, let me look here. Don't jump ahead of me here. Legend of the Indian.
Yes.
So a bit of a legend, and out of the No Nukes mare, I'm No Indian. What do you like about her?
So she's my husband's horse. She's not a big fan of me, but she's a pretty good mare. She has her head on right. She's a small mare, which is why we're at fairs. I think that she'll be a better 3-year-old. Now, the people that own her.
Okay, let's go to the post parade with Roger Houston. We'll pick that up in a minute.
$6,500. These are the horses. Number 1, Miss Barcelo, the driver Alex Hawk. The 2, Miss Dragon, Charles Bolin. Number 3, Lost in the Night, David Young the second. Number 4, VH Dancer with Derek Wadaker. Number 5, Long Live Cowgirls, the driver Dylan Fagan. Number 6, Cruise de Barcelona with Tim Deaton. And number 8, Jurassic T, the driver Brady Clemens. Horse will take one score and go to the gate. Mutual windows closing in about 3 minutes.
Let's take a look at the field for this, the second race of the day. These are 2-year-old filly pacers going for $6,500. First division of 2. The number 1 is Miss Barcelo. Alex Hawk drives for Kevin Johnson. This is a Mr. Apples out of the artificial mare Jackpot Jenny. Kevin Johnson also owns and bred this horse. 3 starts this year, a win and a second. That win came at Washington Courthouse, paced in 2:03. The number 2 is Miss Dragon. Charles Bolin drives for trainer Larry Six. Melissa Sword of Washington Courthouse owns this Fear the Dragon out of the Real Artist mare Miss Maddie M. 5 starts on the year, a second and a third. Earnings just over $2,000 last time out. Finished second at Piketon in 2:03. $5,000 purchase at the Ohio Select sale. The number 3 is Lost in the Night. David Young II drives for Steve Carter. This is a Lost in Time out of the mare Alata Noda Hanover by Art Major. Brent Hopper co-owns with Kyle Gray. They are also the breeders of Lost in the Night. 6 starts, has hit the board in 5, winning 2, earnings of $6,800. The number 4 is VH Dancer. Derek Wadaker drives for Tim Van Horn. This is a dancing Yankee out of Cam's Card Shark mare Southwind Sugar. Tim Van Horn owns, has hit the board in all 7 starts, 7 starts, 4 wins, a second and 2/3, has won 4 straight. And like I told you, if somehow VH Dancer can keep the streak going, the Van Horn grandkids are getting closer to that go-kart. The number 5 is Long Live Cowgirls. Dylan Fagan gets the drive for Brett Schwartz. Hired Gun Racing and Racehorse Express are the owners of this Yankee Cruiser out of the Big Bad John Mare, Big Bad Delight. 5 starts on the year, 2 third-place finishes. The number 6 is Cruise to Barcelona. Tim Deaton drives for Steve Carter. Jay and Jacob Mossbarger own this Yankee Cruiser out of the Western Hanover mare, Barcelona Hanover. 6 starts, a couple of seconds, a third, still looking for that first win. And rounding out the field, Jurassic T. Brady Clemens drives for Eric Nesselrode. Jerry and Aaliyah Welch are the owners. 2 starts, a second-place finish. That came in the very first race of the career for Jurassic T. That was at Wellston. So there's your field. We'll score 5, 2 trailers here. Mike Wepkenberg has the starting gate ready to go in the upper turn. The horses are starting to gather up. Do you get nervous when your horses race?
Believe it or not, only with Garbo.
And
My
we'll
14-year-old.
talk about Garbo, too, coming up here in a minute. So.
But normally, no. We put in some good work, so we know that they're ready when we bring them. I don't ever really get too nervous.
Do you get fired up watching them?
Yeah, I'm one of the ones that yell for their horses.
So from the rail out, it's Miss Barcelo, Miss Dragon, Lost in the Night, VH Dancer, Long Live Cowgirls on the gate, trailing Cruz de Barcelona, Jurassic T. Let's send it up to Roger Houston.
They're off and pacing. Lost in the Night goes right out for the lead. Miss Barcelo inside and racing for the command. Into the turn. That's VH Dancer racing third. Fourth is Cruz de Barcelona as they race around the turn. Going to the backside off the first eighth. Up on the outside, Lost in the Night has the lead. Racing second is Miss Barcelo. Racing third, VH Dancer as they race over to the first quarter mark. They reach the quarter in 29-3. Into the turn they go. Miss Dragon racing fifth, racing sixth. Jurassic T and trailing the field. Long Live Cowgirls. They're all in straight alignment as they race around the turn, going to the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time, coming to the half. It's Lost in the Night with the lead for David Young, the second. Right there, second is Miss Barcelo as they race over to the halfway point. Out and moving, VH Dancer. They're halfway home in a minute and 2/5. Into the turn they go. Chipping to the outside is Cruz de Barcelona, fourth. Racing fifth, Miss Dragon. Sixth is Jurassic T, trailing the field. As they race around the turn, it's Long Live Cowgirls. Down the backside they go. VH Dancer up on the outside to grab the racetrack. Lost in the Night right there second as they race over to the 3/4 mark. They reach the 3/4 in 1:30 1/5. And right back out on the outside, David Young moves Lost in the Night. Now retakes the lead. VH Dancer is there second, racing third as they race around the final turn. Moving on the outside fourth, here comes Jurassic T. Into the stretch they battle. On the outside, it's Lost in the Night. On the inside, VH Dancer. VH Dancer coming back on the inside. VH Dancer!
Wow. VH Dancer makes the move after the half, finally clears, gets the lead, only to watch David Young and Lost in the Night retake the lead around the final turn. And then down the inside, Derek Wadaker able to get VH Dancer back up for the win. Fifth win of the year, fifth in a row, and the grandchildren of Tim Van Horn are one more race closer to that go-kart. They can't wait. Waiting on the file time. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think it's going to be a track record. The pacing track record is 1:57. So we're waiting to get the winner's time on that. But that was a heck of a horse race.
Yes, it was, yeah. It looked like Derek's horse just needed a quick breather, and then he took right back out off. He looked really good.
Took the lead, and, you know, I was wondering as Lost in the Night was going past him if the move down here after the half took a little too much out of him, but he showed he still had a lot left in the tank.
Some horses just need a little cover, a little extra help.
He got what he needed, so
Yeah,
Derek Wadaker will
definitely.
make his way back around. Here comes the Van Horn crew in the winner's cart. Had a chance to talk to them. Here we go. Let's go to Roger.
3-7. In the barn area, let's have them ready for the third. 2-year-old filly trotters, get them ready.
There's your crew getting there, waiting for Derek Wadaker to come back around. Your winner is VH Dancer, second Lost in the Night, third Jurassic T. Finishing fourth was Cruz de Barcelona, and Miss Dragon ended up fifth. That is unofficial.
to the winner's circle. Winner of the Southern Valley Colt Circuit 2-year-old filly Pace First Division, number 4, VH Dancer, owned by Tim Van Horn of Malta, Ohio. Tim Van Horn, the trainer, Derek Wadaker in the sulky. 2-year-old filly by Dancing Yankee out of Southwind Sugar, home a winner in 2:01 2/5. Trophy will go to the horse with the fastest time in the 2 divisions of the 2-year-old filly Pace. Results are official. Number 1, Miss Barcelo, 7. The 2, Miss Dragon, 5. The 3, Lost in the Night, 2. The 4, VH Dancer, the winner. Number 5, Long Live Cowgirls, 6. The 6, Cruise to Barcelona, 4. And the 7, Jurassic T, 3. Top down, 752, 164, 3 on the bottom, the mile. 29 and 3, 1 minute 2/5, 131, 2:01 2/5. In the upcoming third race, please note the 2, Queen Catherine W, racing with Trotting Hobbles. Trotting Hobbles on the 2, Queen Catherine W.
So there is your second race in the books. Third race will be 2-year-old filly trotters, the first of 2 divisions. We'll take a break and we'll come back, tell you about that field, and also find out what else Mackenzie Haynes has in the old barn when we return to Athens County and the Athens County Fairgrounds right after this. At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661. Volstead, Coach K. Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K. Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms.
With more than 300,000 horses in Ohio, the economic impact of the equine industry in the state is over $2.8 billion. Much of that value comes from standardbred horse owners, breeders, trainers, and drivers who participate in the sport of harness racing. The mission of the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association is to preserve, protect, promote, and serve the entire standardbred industry in Ohio and beyond. To learn more about the Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, go to ohha.com. That's ohha.com.
Welcome back to Athens County and Athens, Ohio. Frank Fraz joined with Mackenzie Haynes up in our broadcast location. Her husband out warming up, Legend of the Indian, and as he came by, looked up here, saw you sitting here and just shook his head. So we were talking about Legend of the Indian.
Yes.
Doesn't like you.
No, nope. And that's...
Why? Any idea why?
No, she's never liked me. We're in a competition for my husband. She loves him, thinks the world of him. Me could care less if I'm there. So I guess I'm just her stall cleaner at this point.
Well, you also made the comment that your other horse, your 14-year-old, Garbo, when we were back there, Garbo doesn't like you either. Garbo likes the kids.
Garbo loves her kids. She tolerates me and Brian. Yeah, she loves racing, so she knows we have to take her. But she prefers hanging out with the kids in the barn.
And Garbo, 14, so she's coming up on the end of that career.
Yeah, well, I'm very fortunate. My brother owns a breeding business. He actually is the one who owns that filly. He has 3 to come in this year to race. He's just getting started. This will be his second crop that's coming in this year. He has a few new brood mares in the barn, so That's where Garbo will end up. My brother's farm is called Indian Springs Farm, hence
Yep,
legend
okay.
of the Indian. We always try to keep Indian in their name somewhere for the barn purposes, to keep an eye on them throughout their life. But yeah, she's a solid filly. My mom actually bred and raised her mom and raised her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because my mom started with the breeding business, and my brother just recently took over it.
And so this has been your entire life, harness racing,
Yep.
from as far back as you can remember.
So I'm a third generation, and so is my husband. I also showed riding horses. I never showed my standardbreds. I showed quarter horses, but I always did both. And I decided when I was 18 I liked the money, so I went to racing and full time.
Now, in talking to you, you also were very big in 4-H
Yes,
as well.
yes.
And you told a little story. Did you ever become the 4-H queen of anything?
No, honestly, the one time I should have been queen, and my mom's not going to laugh listening at this, but we were baling hay and forgot that we had a competition that day. So my sister and I stood up there with all the trophies except for the one competition we missed, and it knocked us out of winning Queen and Princess that year.
But you were
But we got the hay baled.
Miss Congeniality for
8
years straight.
Yep, I won it every year.
So what made you stay in the business? Just the money or the love of the horses?
No, I love horses. My heart was always in horses. My dad did standardbreds and my mom did quarter horses. My mom still does quarter horses and breeds standardbreds with my brother, but I wouldn't know a life without horses. I've never been without them, so I wouldn't know how to live without them. The money's always nice, especially when you have a nice horse in the barn that's bringing in good money. But none of us really do this for the money, because in the end, we never really come out ahead. We all do it because we just truly love the animal and the sport.
And it's funny, you are so giving, and when I say that, I refer to Equine Affair when we are there with the standardbred booth that we do, the OHHA, along with the USTA, and you have brought horses to that. In fact, you brought Smoothest Tennessee Whiskey out to there while she was in the highlight of her career, to bring a racehorse that is geared to the track to stand there and just have people come by and pet her all day. Not many trainers and owners would even think of doing something like that.
No, I get told I'm crazy for doing it all the time, but I'll do anything to promote the breed. Even if I only convince one person to join us, to see what we really are about, to put racing in a good light, I'm all for it.
Well, the horses are coming out onto the track for our third race. We'll send it up to Roger Houston in just a second. This is the first division of 2 for 2-year-old filly trotters. We will have 5 go to the gate, and I think all of them are out. And you've been now. Where do you live?
So we live in Sabina.
Okay.
So that's about 20 minutes from Courthouse or 20 minutes from Wilmington, but we have our own track, so we don't train at a fairgrounds anymore.
And so coming out to these fairs, it's a family affair, and it's just fun.
Always. Especially the Southern Valley. It's crazy the amount of people. You'll have horsemen cookouts back there. You don't always see that at every fair circuit, but I will say, horsemen people, we may not be family by blood, but we're all family.
It's funny you say that. Down at Piketon this year, I was down there, and I was walking the backstretch, and Piketon's got some beautiful trees on the backstretch. And under the one tree, there was about 6-7 people pulled up their chair in the shade, just sitting, talking, like it was a family picnic almost.
Yeah, we were one of those people. We were all just hanging out under the tree. No, all these people, they don't get to see each other. A lot of these people race only at fairs, and they stick with the Southern Valley, so they only see each other summertime. So it's like a family reunion over here.
So it looks like the horses finally now will start parading. All 5 are on the track. Here they come. Let's send it up to Roger Houston for the post parade.
His third race, Southern Valley Colts Circuit 2-year-old filly trot. Trophy for the Athens County Fair, $5,833. Number 1, Jurassic Jewel, Brady Clemens. Number 2, Queen Catherine W., Alex Hawk. The 3, LT by a Nose, David Young II. Number 4, Madam Birdie with David Myers. And number 5, Doodlebug, Christian Myers in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score and go to the gate. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So there is your field for the third. Let's tell you about these 5 horses. The number 1 is Brady Clemens, Jurassic Jewel. Jurassic Jewel driven by Brady Clemens. The trainer is Eric Nesselrode. This is a Volstead out of the Striking Sabra mare, High Gear Sabra. Jerry Welch owns and bred this horse. 2 starts this year, a 3rd place finish. Has tried the Buckeye Stallion Series the last 2 times out. Finished 5th, was placed 4th at Scioto Downs on the 23rd and finished 3rd the week before at Scioto as well. Has a best beaten time of 1:59.4. The number 2 is Queen Catherine W. Alex Hawk drives for trainer Earl Ownings. The horse is owned by Richard Ownings. This is a long tom out of the mare Queen of Levesque. 3 starts, 1 3rd place finish. Has had trouble staying flat, has breaks in all 3 of those races, and will wear trotting hobbles for the first time today. The number 3 is LT by a Nose. David Young II drives for Steve Carter. This is a long tom out of the Valley Victor mare Smith Hall. Jay Mossbarger owns along with Steve Carter. 7 starts, a couple of wins, and a 3rd place finish. Last time out, a winner at Xenia in 2:04.1. Also has tried the Buckeye Stallion Series a couple of times. 2 5th place finishes. The number 4 is Madam Birdie. David Myers drives and trains this Volstead for Blaine Maddox and Charlie Wall. 1 start, that was a 2nd place finish for Madam Birdie. And the number 5 is Doodlebug. Christian Myers drives for trainer Barney Dillon, who also owns and bred this Jitterbug out of the mare Argena by Southwind Wrangler. Couple of starts, a win, and a 2nd place this year. So 2 of the horses, LT by a Nose has found the winner's circle. Doodlebug also a winner early on. And, you know, when you've got these 2-year-olds, they're just learning. These 2-year-olds are just learning, and to get a win out of them gives them an awful lot of confidence.
Absolutely, absolutely. A trotter on these tracks, especially the Southern Valley where the tights are a little turner, the tracks are a little different. If anything, they're getting really good practice on turns, for sure. You know, I know that they show a lot of breaks, especially in the Southern Valley, but I really think this is a good way to learn for young colts that maybe you don't want to put as many starts in on shorter fields. Helps them learn, you know, gets a better feel out there.
You get to the racetracks, the Sciotos, the Miami Valleys, the Northfields, and they race there constantly. They get used to the turns and everything. You come from one fair to another, you might have totally different tracks. As we saw up at Lisbon, it was a very, long straights, very tight turns. Here the turns are a lot wider. It still does have a pretty good long stretch drive, but then you get some fairs that have, a shorter stretch run, and the turns are really wide.
Yep.
And so it's different each time they're out there.
Yep, absolutely. I can't believe the crowd. We have such a nice crowd tonight.
Another nice crowd. We've had great crowds all year long, have come out to watch harness racing at all of our fairs. The crowd that we had at Xenia on Wednesday night was just unbelievable. How was the crowd yesterday, Chris, when it started out? I know I know it got bad as the night went on with the rain and the lightning, but that's to be expected. But had big crowds there. We're expecting big crowds coming up next weekend. And really, this is all that's going on at the fair here at Athens right now. A lot of people in the grandstand, and we've got some big trees down to the right of us. A lot of people have set up tents and enjoying the weather down there as horses are on the track. The Mike Wepkenberg starting gate down in the lower turn. I see Mike outside of the gate right now, so I'm not sure what the delay is. So it looks like Mike's making his way back into the starting gate.
So you said something about you've never sat behind a horse?
Never.
We're going to have to change that. I'm going to be changing that soon.
We do have to change that, and I'm willing to do it. We just got to find out where a double-seated jog cart is.
Already got one.
Okay, so we'll get down there and
you just get to choose. Do you want to trot or pace?
Pacers go faster, so the need for speed. But at that point, anything. And it's funny because you talk to some people, and I've talked to some people that have been in this industry for a long time, and they've said the same thing. Nope, never been behind one, don't want to get behind one. But, it's like if you have a race car. Yeah, it'd be great to get in a race car one time as long as you're in there with somebody who knows what they're doing. Now, if you said, here, get out there, give me the lines and go, no, not going to happen. Don't want to risk anything to the horse or the driver at that point.
Right.
But no, we get so busy. It was funny when I tell the story. When I was working with Roger early on, we were at Delaware for the Little Brown Jug. That I got there the first day and I saw his car. I said, "Anybody know where Roger is?" And they said, "Yeah, he's out there jogging a horse." I said, "Wait a minute, little guy, 80 years old." And they said, "Oh yeah." And Roger was out there enjoying himself jogging. His daughter was not too happy that he was out there at that point jogging, but it was. Let's take a look at the field from the rail out. Jurassic Jewel is driven by Brady Clemens, Queen Catherine W., Alex Hawk, LT by a Nose, David Young II, Madam Birdie, David Myers, and Doodlebug with Christian Myers. So let's send it up to Roger Houston for the call.
Stretching, here they come. They're off and trotting off stride. Queen Catherine W. into the turn. Jurassic Jewel has the lead. Up on the outside, LT by a Nose goes off stride. Getting away second, that is Doodlebug as they race to the backside. Madam Birdie moves up third as they race by the opening eighth. Off stride, Jurassic Jewel staying flat and on top of the field. Down the backside they go. It's Doodlebug racing second, back trotting Jurassic Jewel as they race over to the first quarter in 32-3. Into the turn they go. Doodlebug on top of the field. Jurassic Jewel is there second, goes off stride. Coming to the outside, Madam Birdie racing up on the outside, LT by a Nose. Further back and trailing the field as they race around the turn, go on to the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway station. On top of the field, it's Christian Myers. Doodlebug takes him over to the halfway home in 1:04. Into the turn, Madam Birdie is there second, racing third, Jurassic Jewel. Fourth, LT by a Nose, and trailing the field, Queen Catherine W. As they race around the turn, go on to the 5/8 mark. Down the backside they go. Doodlebug has the lead by 5. Racing second, Madam Birdie. Racing third, Jurassic Jewel. Fourth, LT by a Nose at the 3 quarters. 3 quarters in 1:35-3. Into the final turn, Doodlebug all by himself leads the way by 7. Racing second is Madam Birdie. Looks like the battle's going to be for third. Jurassic Jewel on the inside. LT by a Nose moving up on the outside fourth. And into the stretch they come. On top, it's all Doodlebug as they please for Christian Myers. Doodlebug by 13. Madam Birdie second, home third, Jurassic Jewel. 2:06.
2:06, the winning time for Doodlebug, who hits the board for the third time in 3 starts. Second win, coming off that second place at Piketon. The number 4 horse, Madam Birdie, finishes second, and Jurassic Jewel with Brady Clemens finishes in third spot. So it was all Doodlebug, went to the front and just hung on and never really challenged Madam Birdie well back, finishing in second place. Has hit the board now both times with 2 second place finishes. Doodlebug by Jitterbug out of the Southwind Wrangler mare Argenna. Heading back to the winner's circle is your winner, Doodlebug, Christian Myers, the driver. And
That horse looked like it had a really good way of going. I don't know if you got to watch it all, but it was a really smooth gaited horse. Even coming in and out of the turns, kept its head down, trotted real smooth all the way through.
Barney Dillon down in the winner's circle, heading out to meet Doodlebug. Young,
Third race,
Roger.
Southern Valley Colt Circuit 2-year-old filly trot, first division, number 5, Doodlebug, owned by Barney Dillon of Jerusalem, Ohio, trained by Barney Dillon, Christian Myers in the sulky. 2-year-old filly by Jitterbug out of Argenna, home a winner in a lifetime best performance, 2:06. Final half, 1:02. Final quarter, 30 2/5. Barney Dillon, Christian Myers, Doodlebug.
Christian Myers, just 21 years old, picks up his 10th driving win of the year with number 5 Doodlebug. Get the rest of the rundown here from Roger in just a second. But Doodlebug, your winner.
Jewel, 3, the 2, Queen Catherine W, 5, the 3, LT by a nose, 4, the 4, Madam Birdie, 2, the 5, Doodlebug, the winner. Top down, 3, 5, 4, 2, 1 on the bottom. The quarter, 32 3. The half, 104. 3 quarters, 135 3. The mile, 2:06. In the upcoming 4th race, number 2, Splash Dragon. Make the driver Alex Hawk. Alex Hawk drives the 2, Splash Dragon. Please note the 6 will score a trailer in the second tier. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So 3 are in the books. We have 9 on tap here tonight, 6 races tomorrow. We'll be back with the 4th, the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pace, the first of 2 division, going for $6,140 when we return to the Athens County Fair right after this.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. TheStable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at TheStable.ca.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Moni, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 15th.
Oh. Welcome back to Athens, Ohio, and Athens County, where we are hearing rumbles of thunder. And taking a look at the radar, we've got a front coming through. It may pass north of us. We're hoping that's what happens, but we can hear the thunder behind us. The wind seems to be picking up. The only problem is the way the flag is blowing is what's behind us. Looks like that's what it's bringing this way, so we will have to see what happens with this front as it moves through. Just seems like we've had so much rain this year compared to last year. And I don't know if it's you, Chris, or if it's me, but wherever one of us goes, we get rain. Yesterday, they had rain at Xenia, and I got a text last night from Doug Ballinger, who was there, just said, "Thanks, Frank." Roger trying to get them out onto the track as fast as they can. The one thing Roger Houston does like to do is get that. Now, what type of problems does that cause for you guys if you run into a delay after getting your horse to warm up and having them ready to go and having them in their routine?
Well, it just depends. It puts a crunch on people that got more than one in. You know, you got one horse, you can make it happen no matter how fast we have to go or how much they're dragging it out. Now, the guys that haul in, like Carter and them, they haul in like 8, you know, and there's only 2 people in the truck. It makes things a little hectic back there for those guys, you know, but they know that today's weather was going to blow in, so maybe sometimes people warm up a little earlier or try to have extra people warm up to help them out. But as a groom standpoint, it puts some rush in you. You're hurrying. I mean, you really have to work hard to get all these horses raced.
And the wind really starting to pick up now, blowing up straight into the horses as they would be coming down the home stretch with the wind here today. Don't forget, if you're out at one of our fairs, stop by our broadcast location, pick up your Ohio County Fair passport, and when we'll put a sticker in there, and every time you're at one of the fairs, stop by our broadcast location. We'll put a new sticker on it for you, and then at the end of the year at your last fair, give us back the passport or mail it to the office, and you'll be entered to win some great prizes from the OHHA. Athens County Fair, today is the first day. It's the 169th edition of the Athens County Fair, and the horse racing today and tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll have a 12 noon post time, and then in the evening here they'll have the mini pull, the pony pull, and the horse pull in the grandstand. Some of the other events coming up. Alex Miller, the up-and-coming country star, will perform on Monday. They'll have the rides will be opening up on Tuesday. The school bus demolition derby on Wednesday. That's a new event. I haven't heard one of those. The demolition derby on Thursday, drag racing on Friday, and then the truck and tractor pull on Saturday. So a lot going on at these fairs. And coming, I think, probably to get his passport stamped. Yep, here he comes. Hello, Mr. Schwartz. How are you doing, sir? Good. Getting your passports all logged in. Three in a row. Well, that's what happens when you race, right? We'll take care of getting you all set. There's another one. And one more. Yeah, we're dry here for right now. So there you go. Thank you. Yeah, make sure you stop by, pick up your passports, and we'll fill it out for you, and you'll be all set to go. You hear the thunder still rumbling behind us. Brett Schwartz stopping by. Got a chance to see his little grandson on Wednesday at Xenia. He was just a smiling, happy little kid. He was happy as could be.
Yeah, he's cute. He's just little, too.
So here we go, the post parade for the fourth.
First Division, $6,140. Number 1, Impactful Stretch. The driver, David Young II. Number 2, Splash Dragon with Alex Hawk. The 3, Lucky Lad, Brady Clemens. Number 4, Buttermaker with Dylan Fagan. Number 5, Rose Run Zach, Derek Wadaker out of order. And number 6, Colton's Charm, Christian Myers in the sulky. Horse will take 1 score, go to the gate, less than 3. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So let's quickly tell you about these horses as Roger wants them to go to the gate quickly. The number 1, Impactful Stretch, David Young II for trainer Steve Swatzel. Kent Wolf owns 11 starts on the year, has not hit the board yet. Lifetime 23 starts, 1 win. This was a $3,000 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale. That win came at Dover last year. Splash Dragon, 6 starts this year, has not hit the board. Sean Barker scheduled to drive, but it'll be Alex Hawk picking up the drive for Ed Ryder. Splash Dragon is owned by Andrew Veselinek. This is a Fear of the Dragon out of the Ponderosa mare Sugar Coated. Last win came back on August 6th of last year at Chillicothe. Last time out, finished 6th at Piketon. The number 3 is Lucky Lad. Brady Clemens drives for Eric Nesselrode. Susan Offenberger owns this Western Vintage out of the Northern Luck mare Nancy's Lady Luck. 5 starts, a win, and a third. That win came 3 back at Scioto Downs in a condition claimer for non-winners of 1. The number 4 is Buttermaker. Dylan Fagan drives for Brett Schwartz. This is a Yankee cruiser out of the mare La Rita. Brett Schwartz and Dylan Fagan co-own the horse. 11 starts, has hit the board in 5 with a win, 3 seconds, and a third. The number 5 is Rose Run Zach. Derek Wadaker trains, drives, and Wadaker La Racing owns Rose Run Zach by the Ponderosa out of the A&G Delight mare. 9 starts, 2 wins, a second and a third. Last time out, a win at Piketon. And the number 6 is Colton's Charm. Christian Myers will look to go back-to-back for Gerald Lee, who trains and owns this Nob Hill High. 2 wins in 18 starts. Now, do you know who Buttermaker is, from what movie that is?
No, I do not.
Bad News Bears.
Oh.
Buttermaker was the manager of the Bad News Bears. Horses are behind the gate, and from the rail out, Impactful Stretch, David Young, Splash Dragon, and Alex Hawk, Lucky Lad, and Brady Clemens, Buttermaker, and Dylan Fagan, Rose Run Zach, and Derek Wadaker, and Colton's Charm, Christian Myers. And let's send it up to Roger Houston.
Here they come. They're off and pacing that Splash Dragon right out for the lead. Impactful Stretch is there second. Lucky Lad third. Getting away fourth. Buttermaker followed by Rose Run Zach. Treading the field, Colton's Charm. All in straight alignment as they race around the turn. Go on to the backside. Off stride. Splash Dragon. Back pacing on the outside now. Up the inside comes Impactful Stretch as they race over to the first quarter mark. Opening quarter in 31 seconds. Into the turn they go. Lucky Lad with the lead. Hung now on the outside to Splash Dragon as they race around the turn, racing third. Going to the 3/8 mark. In between horses, it's Rose Run Zach as they race into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. On top of the field as they come to the half, it's Lucky Lad. On the outside, Splash Dragon is there second. Halfway home in a minute and 2/5. Into the turn they go, racing third. That is Impactful Stretch. Off stride goes Splash Dragon. Racing to the backside, Brady Clemens and Lucky Lad have the lead by 3 lengths as they straighten out down the backside. Racing second and closing with each and every stride, that is Colton's Charm. Now second and going to the outside. Closing on the outside, Rose Run Zach at the 3/4, 130 3/5. Midway around the final turn, Lucky Lad with the lead. Colton's Charm on the outside second. Rose Run Zach racing third, comes to the outside. Racing fourth, the end of the stretch, impactful stretch. As they battle for the wire on the inside, Lucky Lad up on the outside, Colton's Charm. Rose Run Zach joins the chase. Rose Run Zach!
Derek Wadaker goes the long way to get the win with Rose Run Zach, picks up his second win of the day. Looked like it was just going to be a 2-horse race between Rose Run Jack and Lucky Lad, but Derek Wadaker was way out in the forepath as he came charging down the stretch to pick up the win. Now, you said you're a yeller when your horse is racing?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they can hear me when they cross the wire, especially in Northfield. I typically watch my horses outside. I don't watch inside. If I watch inside, I'm quiet. I don't disturb nobody. But if I'm outside, I'll yell their name. I'll make sure they know I hear them.
So Derek Wadaker and Rose Run Zach picks up their third win in 10 starts this year. That's 4 straight they have hit the board, and back-to-back wins now. Was a winner at Piketon in 1:58. We'll wait to get the official time.
I think that's Derek's second win
Second
for
win
tonight.
of the day for Derek Wadaker. He was up on Tim Van Horn's horse in the second VH Dancer. And we'll wait to get that final time.
It's a good night to be a winner for Derek. His wife and his kids over there watching him today.
I was talking to Derek. We'll be going to Zanesville coming up soon. He's on the fair board at the fair at Muskingum County, and I said, we're getting close. He goes, yeah, I know. It's just almost dreading.
Yeah, that's
coming,
their hometown.
A lot goes on. In fact, there is the family piling out of the car.
Yep, that's his son in the blue shirt right there.
Little guy out there, Derek's son. And here comes your winner back to the winner's circle. Derek Wadaker picks up win number 12. Let's go to Roger.
Winner of the 4th race, Southern Valley Colt Circuit 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pace. First division, number 5, Rose Run Zach. On Wadaker Racing, Derek Wadaker trains and drives his second winning drive of the evening, his 9th this season at the county fairs. 3-year-old gelding by the Ponderosa. Out of a Angie's Delight, home a winner in 2:01. Rose Run Zach, Derek Wadaker win the 4th. This race, sponsored by Paula's Antiques, will go to the fastest division of the 3-year-old Colton Gelding Pace.
Get the rundown here from Roger in just a second. Your winner, though, is the number 5, Rose Run Zach, by the Ponderosa, out of the All-American Native Mare A&G's Delight. Derek trains, and the Wadaker Racing also owns Rose Run Zach. So waiting to get the rest of the rundown.
Results are official. Number 1, Impactful Stretch. 4, the 2, Splash Dragon. 6, the 3, Lucky Lad. 2, the 4, Buttermaker. 5, the 5, Rose Run Zach, the winner. The 6, Colton's Charm. 3. Top down, 4.62, 5.1, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 seconds. The half, 1:01. 3/4, 1:30 and 2. The mile, 2:01. No changes in the 6. Do note that the 4, Tommy, will race without the hobbles. Racing without hobbles, the 4, Tommy. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Just like that, the rain's starting to fall here a little bit. It doesn't look like a heavy rain, probably just enough to put the dust on the track. But Mackenzie, thank you for coming up. It's been
No
a
problem.
pleasure. Good to have you. Good to get new insight from different people, and hopefully we'll see you down below here in about 2
I
races.
hope so.
2 races.
All right.
All
Thank
right.
you for having me.
Thank you. We'll take a break, and we'll be back with the 5th right after this.
Do you want your horse to shine in the winner's circle? Feed DAC Oil. It makes a world of difference.
When you need supplies for your horse, one name stands out: Big D's. Since 1976, Big D's Tack and Vet Supply has been the equine experts you can trust. Whatever your horse needs is available at Big D's Tack and Vet Supply. Visit the retail outlet in Streetsboro, Ohio, or order online at bigdweb.com for fast shipping. Most orders ship that day. Or call 1-800-321-2142. Big D's Tack and Vet Supply.
Welcome back as we get set for the 5th race here at the Athens County Fair. And that was just a real quick, shower, not even heavy at all. Kind of didn't even cover the whole track as kind of just passed over us. You look behind us now and blue skies. The sun's starting to pop back out again. So 4 are in the books. Derek Wadaker with a couple of wins so far on the day. Our first race today was won by Jurassic Justice, Mike Lowe driving and training the winner. The second race went to Derek Wadaker with VH Dancer for Tim Van Horn. Third race, Christian Myers brought home Doodlebug for Barney Dillon. And then it was Wadaker winning his second on the day as he came home with his trainee, Rose Run Zach. So Wadaker will be looking for the hat trick in this race as he picks up the catch drive on the number 1, So Vibrant, for trainer David Miller. We will be sending 4 to the gate for the 5th. This is the second division for the 3-year-old colt and gelding trotters. The first division went in 2:07 and 4. The fastest of the 2 divisions will get the trophy, sponsored by the Athens County Fair. Rain starting to fall a little bit more right now, but I don't think we're going to get anything really too heavy like you guys had at Xenia yesterday with the lightning and the rain and everything else. Scioto Downs only got 4 races in. I thought you guys were going to get canceled at some point. But they got them in. And Scioto Downs got 4 of their races in. They've will race the State Fair Stakes that were scheduled to be raced last night. I think those are moving to Saturday. Let me try to find that out for everybody so you know what's going on. Let's see if we can find that information. And it was canceled due to lightning, so the 3 unraced state fair races, 1 division of the pace and 2 division of the trot, will come back on Saturday. It'll be a special 5 p.m. Post time for those 3 races. They will be held before the regularly scheduled 16 race card, which will start at 5:45. The 2-year-old filly trot leg of the Ohio Sire Stakes, scheduled for Thursday, will now be moved that was scheduled for yesterday, will now be moved to Saturday, August 17th at Scioto Downs. So trying to get all the horses out there. You know, with this sun and the rain falling now, there might just be a rainbow somewhere. We have to keep our eyes open for the rainbow today. As the rain falls. 4 horses. Looks like all 4 are now on the track and getting ready to parade. Waiting on the number 1 was the last one out, and that was So Vibrant. Derek Wadaker driving for David Miller, and he'll head to the front. Alex Hawk with Della Grande took a quick turn and will now fall into line behind Wadaker, and here is the post parade.
Gelding trot for $5,855, second division. Number 1, So Vibrant, the driver, Derek Wadaker. Number 2, Della Grande with Alex Hawk. Number 3, Joyful Tom, Christian Myers. And number 4, Tommy, being driven by Tommy. No, the last name's Dawson.
Had it been Tommy, driving Tommy, that would have been a mouthful for Roger. So let's tell you a little bit about these 4 horses. The number 1 is So Vibrant. Derek Wadaker drives for David Miller, who also owns So Vibrant. A long time out of the Cadabra mare, Sam's Arsenal. 10 starts this year, a win, a second, and 2/3. Last year, 13 starts, a couple of wins, 3 lifetime wins in 23 starts. Was a winner 2 back at Wellston, trotting in 203 and 1. So Vibrant was a $7,500 purchase at the Buckeye Classic sale. The number 2 is Della Grande. Charles Vigeron trains. Alex Hawk will be in the bike. Cheryl Vigeron is the owner and the breeder of this 3-year-old gelding by De La Creme out of the triumphant Caviar mare Triumphant Swing. 9 starts this year, still looking to get on the board. Coming off a qualifying win at the Meadows on July 30th. Finished first a length up in that qualifier, trotting in 1:59 and 2. Last race was at Piketon, made a break before the start and finished 6th, well back. The number 3 is Joyful Tom. Christian Myers drives for Barney Dillon. That team came home a winner earlier tonight with Doodlebug. They'll try to do it again. This is a long Tom colt out of the Trot for Joy mare Eggy's Joy. Barney Dillon and Donna Weber co-own. Horse did not race as a 2-year-old. Has made 3 starts as a 3-year-old with a couple of third-place finishes. And the number 4 is Tommy. Tommy Dawson drives for Mary Dawson, who owns this long Tom out of the Master Levesque mare Katie. 23 lifetime starts, still looking for that first win, an $18,000 purchase at the Ohio Select Sale. Finished 5th last time out at Scioto Downs. So from the rail out, the number 1, So Vibrant, Derek Wadaker. The number 2, Della Grande and Alex Hawk. The number 3, Joyful Tom, Christian Myers. And the number 4, Tommy, and Tommy Dawson. Let's send it up to Roger Houston for the call.
They're off and trotting. That's So Vibrant going for the lead. Joyful Tom on the outside. Second, Tommy racing third. Trailing the field, Della Grande following the early break. To the backside, Derek Wataker and So Vibrant take them over to the first 8. On to the backside, off stride goes Joyful Tom. Up now second is Tommy with Della Grande third, racing fourth. Joyful Tom as they race over to the first quarter mark in 32-4. Into the turn they go. So Vibrant has the lead by 4. Tommy closing ground second. Coming to the outside third, Della Grande trailing the field. Joyful Tom at the 3/8 mark. Into the lane first time, coming to the halfway station. On top of the field, So Vibrant challenged on the outside, now by Della Grande as they race over to the halfway point. Halfway home in 103 2/5. Into the turn they go. Tommy is there third, racing fourth. Trailing is Joyful Tom. On to the backside and the 5/8 mark. Derek Wataker and So Vibrant have been on top with every step. The margin is 1.5 lengths. On the outside second is Della Grande, racing third. Tommy with Tommy driving, racing fourth. Joyful Tom, 3/4 in 1:34-2. Into the final turn, on top of the field. So Vibrant now by 3. Tommy, closing with every stride second. Racing third, Della Grande. Into the stretch they come, less than an 8 to go. Tommy, closing on the outside. Inside, So Vibrant. It's all Derek Water. So Vibrant. Tommy was second. Della Grande third.
Derek Wataker picks up win number 3 with So Vibrant. Finishing second, Tommy. Della Grande was third. Joyful Tom finishes fourth. So we'll have to get the time. It was all So Vibrant right from the start as they came to the half. Della Grande and Alex Hawk got to the leader's wheel, but could not clear and then faded. Tommy battled around that final turn, but just did not have enough to reel in your winner, So Vibrant, who has now hit the board in 4 straight, winning 2 of the last 3. So big day for Derek Wataker. David Miller picks up his first training win. Wait for the race to go official. Here comes the golf cart. A couple of young men going to enjoy the winner's circle. Top down going to be 1, 3, 4, 2. So that'll be So Vibrant, Tommy, Della Grande, and Joyful Tom. And here comes your winner back to the winner's circle. Derek Wataker and So Vibrant. We'll send it up to Roger.
In front of the stands and go on to the winner's circle. The winner of the 5th race, Southern Valley Colt Circuit, 3-year-old colt and gelding trot. Number 1, So Vibrant, owned by David H. Miller, Salesville, Ohio. David H. Miller, the trainer. Derek Wataker with his 3rd winning drive this evening, number 10 at the county fairs in 2024. The 3-year-old gelding by Long Tom out of Sam's Arsenal, home a winner here in 2-4 and 1/5. That mile is the fastest of the 2 divisions, so the trophy winner with the blanket from Athens County Fair will go to So Vibrant, David Miller, and driver Derek Wataker. And there's another winner from Midland Acres, the home of Long Tom. Results are official. Number 1, So Vibrant, the winner. The 2, Della Grande, 3. The 3, Joyful Tom, 4. The 4, Tommy, 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 2. Top down, 1, 3, 4, 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 32 and 4. The half, 103.2. 3/4, 134. The mile, 204, 1/5. Sixth race coming up. The 3, Legend of the Indian, make the driver Christian Myers. Christian Myers on the 3. Number 6, Miami Vice, Dylan Fagan. Dylan Fagan drives the 6, Miami Vice. 1 through 5 on the gate, 6 a trailer, second tier. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So there you have it. The 5th race is in the books. Couple of driver changes for the 6th. Christian Myers will drive Legend of the Indian, and Dylan Fagan will drive Miami Vice. We head to the back half of the card from the Athens County Fair. We'll be back right after this.
Cool Winds Farm in Lima, Ohio is a full-service standardbred breeding farm. Cool Winds stands the popular dancing Yankee, a 2-time world champion, along with 2019 Jug winner Southwind Ozzie, a son of Some Beach Somewhere. Cool Winds also stands the royally bred $2 million earning Western Fame. Be sure to inspect the Cool Winds yearlings at the Ohio Selected Jug Sale at Pickaway on Friday, September 13th.
At Ohio State's Galbraith Equine Center, our veterinary champions are here for your champions 24/7, 365 days a year. Our expert team of boarded surgeons, sports medicine and rehabilitation specialists, together with veterinary cardiologists, internal medicine, and ophthalmologists, make our hospital your best resource for all sport horse performance issues. The Ohio State Veterinary Medical Center's Galbraith Equine Hospital. Call us today at 614-292-6661.
Welcome back to Athens County in southeastern Ohio as we get set for race number 6. We got a short card tomorrow. We got 12 noon first race post time, 6 races on tap. You know what that means? Time for me to go home and cut the grass. It hasn't been cut in about 3 weeks. It desperately needs it. Yeah, no, it's not that high. It's been low, but it looks like it's desperately needed. But I'll have to make the tough decision of either cut the grass or go to the Irish Festival in Dublin, Ohio. I think it's going to be the Irish Festival, which I just got a notice on my phone. They must be having some bad weather up there because they had to clear the entire festival. So they must be under some sort of a lightning or rain issue up there as well. I hope everybody is safe up in the Columbus area if there is bad weather moving through Columbus. But we're getting set here for our 6th race. We'll have 6 go to the gate. We score 5 across. We'll have 1 trailer. Yeah, it's looking pretty nasty up in the Columbus area today. So a lot of rain, a lot of red, and you know what the red means. That's lightning and heavy rain when you look at the radar. Yeah, it just seems this year that we've had so much rain at the fairs. The last couple of years, we really haven't had it, maybe 1 or 2 places. I remember Zanesville and one day at Urbana, we had some bad weather. In fact, the day at Urbana was so bad, I think Matt Clark is still recovering from, the high water and the equipment that we had problems with. Matt this week is off at the Meadowlands, where he will be working, running camera for the Hambletonian broadcast. So a great opportunity for Matt to get out and help over with the Hambletonian as the big weekend there. You've got TCI, which is co-owned by Hatfield Stables and Knox Services, will be entered in that race. Also in the Hambletonian Oaks, Ohio trainer Vernon Beachy will send Allegiant to post, trying to win the Hambletonian Oaks for the 3-year-old fillies. So, tractor out, smoothing down the track before we get set for this, our 6th race. This is the only county fair racing we have going on right now in Ohio. Tomorrow, we are here again in Athens. It will be the only racing, 12 noon. Sunday, we got 2 cards. We have the Ross County Fair in Chillicothe. That'll be starting at 12 noon. And then we have the Richland County Fair at Mansfield. That has a post time Sunday of 5:30. And then on Monday, the second day of racing from the Richland County Fair in Mansfield, and the first of 3 days of racing at the Champaign County Fair in Urbana. So things are going to start to get a little hot and heavy coming up here in the month of August. As the field starting to form up in that lower turn. Looks like 4 horses are out so far. Looks like we're waiting on, well, 5 are out now. I think we're waiting on the 4 is who we're waiting on. So as soon as the final horse comes out, Roger O'Houston will call them to the post, and we will get our 6th race underway from the Athens County Fair. As we said, pretty good crowd on hand here in the grandstand today. Not much else going on at the fair. Things will pick up here tomorrow, and I expect we'll have a pretty good crowd again tomorrow for that 12 noon first race post time. Looks like all 6 are now on the track. Charles Bolin will drive the number 1, makes the turn, trying to get everybody lined up for the post parade. So here they come. Let's send it to
Post
Roger.
6th race, Southern Valley Colt Circuit 2-year-old filly pace, 2nd division. Purse of $6,500. Number 1 is Fearless Lizzie. The driver, Charles Bolin. Number 2, Emerald Diamond with Tim Deaton. Number 3, Legend of the Indian, Christian Myers. Number 4, Sunshine Player, Brady Clemens. Number 5, Fear Miss America, Alex Hawk. And number 6, Miami Vice, Dylan Fagan in the sulky. Horses take 1 score, go to the gate. Mutual windows closing, 3 minutes. 3 minutes to wager on the 6. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Let's tell you about these 2-year-old filly pacers, the 2nd of 2 division. The number 1 is Fearless Lily. Charles Bolin drives for Larry 6. This is a Fear the Dragon out of the Western Ideal mare Elizabeth Spencer. Larry 6 co-owns along with Melissa Sword. 5 starts this year, a 2nd and a 3rd, earnings of over $2,200. This was in a $8,000 purchase at the Ohio Select Sale. Last time out, finished 6th in Piketon. The number 2 is Emerald Diamond. Tim Deaton drives for Steve Carter. This is a Muscle Diamond out of the Conway Hall mare Emerald My Way. Adam Freeland and Cass Gallagher are the co-owners. 4 starts, a win, and a third. This is the only winner in this group. That win came back at Wellston on July 12th. The number 3 is Legend of the Indian. Christian Myers drives for trainer Brian Haynes. This is a bit of a legend N out of the No Nukes mare I'm No Indian, owned by Indian Springs Farm of Johnstown, Ohio. 2 starts, still looking to hit the board, was 4th last time out, pacing in 2:04 and 3. The number 4 is Sunshine Player. Brady Clemens drives for Eric Nesselrode. Susan Offenberger owns this strong player filly out of the Sunshine Beach mare Sunshine Molly. Has hit the board in all 4 starts, 2 seconds and 2/3, earning over $3,500. The number 5 is Fear Miss America. Alex Hawk drives for Earl Owings. Frank Johnson of Hamden, Ohio owns. This is a Fear the Dragon, 3 starts, 1/3 place. And the number 6 is Miami Vice. Dylan Fagan drives for Brett Schwartz. 5 starts this year, a 3rd place finish. This is a Catch the Fire out of the Better's Delight mare Ozone. Let's send it to Roger Houston for the call of the 6th.
They come. They're often pacing. That's Fearless Lizzie going for the lead. Sunshine Player on the outside, 6 ahead in front and goes on. Getting away 3rd as they race into the turn, Emerald Diamond. Racing 4th is Legend of the Indian at the first 8th. Straighten out down the backside, making the break was Fearless Lizzie. Now on top of the field and showing the way, it's Sunshine Player racing 2nd. Emerald Diamond as they race over to the first quarter mark. 30 2/5. Into the turn they go. Legend of the Indian is racing 3rd. Racing 4th, Miami Vice. Back pacing 5th is Fearless Lizzie. Trailing the field, that's Alex Hawk with Fear Miss America. Alex Hawk can see them all at the 3/8 mark. Straight alignment into the lane first time, coming to the halfway point. Sunshine Player leads by a length and 3/4. Emerald Diamond is there 2nd at the halfway point in 1:02 1/5. Into the turn they go. Racing 3rd, Legend of the Indian. Up on the outside, Miami Vice 4th. Fearless Lizzie 5th, and the trailer remains. As they race to the backside, Fear Miss America. On top of the field with the lead, that is Sunshine Player by a length and 1/4. Right there, 2nd is Emerald Diamond. Appears to be a 2-horse battle from here at the 3/4 mark. 3/4 in 1:33 and 1. Into the final turn. On the inside, it's Sunshine Player. Moving on the outside, Emerald Diamond is there 2nd. Racing 3rd, Miami Vice out of the turn. Closing on the outside, Fearless Lizzie 4th. Less than an 8 to go in Ohio. On top of the field, on the outside, Emerald Diamond sticks the nose in front. It's all Emerald Diamond and Tim Deaton. Sunshine Player, home 3rd, Miami Vice. '03.
Mile in 2:03 for the winner, Emerald Diamond, who wins for the 2nd time this year in 5 starts. Looked to be just a 2-horse race between Emerald Diamond and Sunshine Player, and Emerald Diamond with Tim Deaton pulls away and ends up winning for trainer Steve Carter. First win for Deaton and the first win for Steve Carter today. Get the official rundown from Roger, but it was Emerald Diamond, his horse owned by Adam Freeland of Brooklyn, New York, and Cass Gallagher of Falling Waters, West Virginia. Talked a little bit about that with Scott Mogan, the OHHA president, when he stopped by our broadcast location at Xenia, the fact of the number of out-of-state owners that are coming here, buying Ohio breds and racing them here in the Buckeye State because of the strength of the Buckeye program. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio. Ben Lindsay, the groom, a happy young man, hops off the golf cart. Here comes Tim Deaton with Emerald Diamond back to the winner's circle.
Into the winner's circle, the winner, number 2, Emerald Diamond, owned by Adam Friedland and Cass Gallagher. Steve Carter, his initial win tonight. 20th win this season at the fairs for the Carter stable. Tim Deaton in the sulky. 2-year-old filly, but Muscle Diamond at Emerald My Way, home a winner in 2:03, a lifetime mark. Now the trophy goes to the fastest division. That'll be the first division. The mile was in 2:01, 2/5. 2-year-old filly pace trophy goes to VH Dancer.
Get the rundown here from Roger in just a second. Your winner, Emerald Diamond, second Sunshine Player, and third Miami Vice. 3 races left to go here from the Athens County Fair. Skies have cleared, just some big white puffy clouds now. A little bit of blue skies popping through. Did get a little bit of a passing rain shower, nothing too serious as it kind of just put a little water on the track. Here we go.
Race. Number 1, Fearless Lizzie, 5. The 2, Emerald Diamond, the winner. 3, Legend of the Indian, 4. The 4, Sunshine Player, 2. The 5, Fear Miss America, 6. The 6, Miami Vice, 3. Top down, 5-1-4, 2-6, 3 on the bottom. The quarter, 30 and 2. The half, 102-1. 3/4, 133-1. The mile, 2:03. In the upcoming 7th race, number 2, Baked Spaghetti. Make the driver Derek Wadaker. Derek Wadaker drives the 2, Baked Spaghetti. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Oh, Derek Wadaker will pick up the drive for Earl Owings. Alex Hawk was up on the 1 and the 2, chose IB Cream, the number 1. And so that means Earl Owings had to find somebody and grab the hot driver here at the Athens County Fair. Derek Wadaker has won 3. We'll come back, tell you about the horses in the 7th when we return to the Athens County Fair right after this.
The future is bright in Ohio. Ohio Sire Stakes, Buckeye Stallion Series, 66 county and independent fairs. Whether it's the Ohio Sire Stakes, the Buckeye Stallion Series, or the county fairs, Ohio has a place for your racehorse. This year, Ohio breds are racing for nearly $23 million in stakes purses. Be part of the winning. Breed, buy, race, win in Ohio.
Volstead, Coach K Hanover, Slay, Ohio's top trotters stand at Dublin Valley Farms. Volstead's offspring include Sugar Instead, the 2023 Ohio 2-year-old Trotting Filly of the Year, and 2024 Ohio Sire Stakes winner Jurassic Hattie. Coach K Hanover, the son of world record holder Walner, and Slay, the son of Chapter 7, standing his first season at Dublin Valley Farms.
Own a little and love it a lot. TheStable.ca is an award-winning fractional ownership operation. Buy as little as 1% of a racehorse and experience 100% of the thrill. Thestable.ca makes ownership easy, accessible, and affordable. Communication and customer service are at the heart of everything we do. Get started at thestable.ca.
Welcome back to OHHA County Fair Harness Racing here on Facebook and on our YouTube channel. If you're not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, you can go to YouTube, search for Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association, subscribe, and anytime we have new content up there, you'll get a notice. We're trying to put all of our racing up on YouTube as well as Facebook, so people can enjoy it while sitting, in their family room, their man cave, wherever they watch their television, able to watch it there. And glad to have everybody along here today, enjoying the racing, waiting for the field for this, the 7th race to make it onto the track. 4 will go to the gate. Tomorrow, 6 races on the card. We'll kick it off at 12 noon. With just the 6 races tomorrow, we'll only have one division of 2-year-old colt and gelding trotters. They will go for over $11,000. We'll have one division of 2-year-old colt and gelding pacers. That'll go for over $11,500. 2 divisions of 3-year-old filly pacers. Each one of those divisions will go for $6,000. And one division of 3-year-old filly trotters. That will also go for $11,000. And then we will have the free-for-all. So we'll have a 4-horse field for the free-for-all, the final race of the Athens County Fair. Athens County, home of Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. Was born here in Athens County. Went on to play some football for LSU. Before that was at Ohio State. Now the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm still not sure about Joe's new bleached out hairdo that I saw. I'm not a fan of it, but whatever. You're young. You're making that much money. You can do what you want with your hair. Nobody's going to say anything. Athens County, also birthplace of 4 of my very good friends. So told them they were coming here and they were telling me about the places to go. So let's go up for the post parade.
Number 1, IB Cream, the driver Alex Hawk. Number 2, Baked Spaghetti, the driver is Derek Wadaker. Number 3, J House Pearl with Brady Clemens. And number 4, Risky Hill, Drew Neal in the sulky. Derek Wadaker drives the 2, Baked Spaghetti. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
Second division of 2-year-old filly trotters, purse of $5,833. The number 1 is IB Cream. Alex Hawk drives for Steve Swatzel. This is a De La Creme out of the Amigo Hall mare Renea B. Charles Vigeron and Steve Swatzel and Donald Spencer are the owners. Horse has 3 starts this year, a win and a third. Was in the Buckeye Stallion Series last time out at Scioto Downs. Was leading the race by 3 lengths, then made a break and finished 8th. Finished 3rd at Lebanon. The win came at Wilmington. The number 2 is Baked Spaghetti. Derek Wadaker drives for Earl Owings. Wadaker looking for win number 4 on the card. This is a bit of a legend and out of the Sun Beach Somewhere Mare homemade pasta. Frank Johnson of Hamden, Ohio owns 3 starts on the year, still looking to hit the board. Finished 5th at Piketon, 4th at Washington Courthouse, and 4th at Wellston. Made breaks in all 3 races, making breaks before the start. So we'll keep an eye on Baked Spaghetti as the horses get ready to start. The number 3 is Jailhouse Pearl. Brady Clemens drives for Eric Nesselrode. This is a homebred for Casey Clemens, a long time out of the Jailhouse Broadmare by Jailhouse Jesse. Has hit the board in all 4 starts. 2 wins, 2 seconds. Currently the second choice on the board at 2-1. Baked Spaghetti at 6-5 is your favorite. Jailhouse Pearl has hit the board, or has won his last 2 races. Winner at Piketon in 206-1. And the number 4 is Risky Hill. Drew Neal drives for Rosie Weaver. This is a What the Hill out of Risky Deal. Lance Bayless is the co-owner, along with S. McIsaac, R.L. Benner, and G. Howells. 3 second-place finishes in 6 starts, and let's send it to Roger for the call.
They're off and trotting. That's IB Cream. Goes right out for the lead. Getting away second is Jailhouse Pearl. Taking a seat third, Risk Hill. Treading the field, Baked Spaghetti. All in straight alignment as they race around the turn. Going to the first 8. Going to the backside. On top of the field is IB Cream, and Alex Hawk goes off stride. Go on to the first quarter mark. New leader is Jailhouse Pearl as they race over to the first quarter mark. Opening quarter, 31-2. Into the turn they go. Back on the outside, here comes IB Cream, racing third, Risky Hill. Trailing the field, Baked Spaghetti. Straight alignment, that's the race over to the 3/8 mark. On top of the field, Brady Clemens and Jailhouse Pearl leading the way by about 8 lengths. Racing up the inside comes Risky Hill. Another break for IB Cream as they race over to the halfway point in 101 3/5. Into the turn they go. Trailing the field, Baked Spaghetti. On to the backside they go. The leader is Jailhouse Pearl. Closing with each and every stride, Risky Hill and Drew Neal. Going down the backside, go on to the 3/4 mark. IB Cream third, Baked Spaghetti trails as they race over to the 3/4 station. Jailhouse Pearl takes them to the 3/4. 3/4 in 1:33-2. Into the final turn. The leader, Jailhouse Pearl. Racing second is Risky Hill. Third is IB Cream, and the trailer Baked Spaghetti with an 1/8 of a mile to go in Ohio. Into the stretch they come. It's Jailhouse Pearl with the lead and opening up. Risky Hill second. Coming to the wire, it's all Jailhouse Pearl. Risky Hill, IB Cream. The mile, 2:03 3/5.
Well, your 2 favorites finished 3rd and 4th. IB Cream and Baked Spaghetti both went off at 9-5. Pretty even betting across the board that time. The 3, Jailhouse Pearl, was the long shot at 3-1. And Risky Hill was 2-1. It was Jailhouse Pearl and Brady Clemens coming home a winner. 3rd win in 5 starts, has hit the board in all 5 starts. And that is 3 straight now for the Long Tom filly. Risky Hill finished 2nd. Risky Hill out of the Rosie Weaver barn. Rosie Weaver still working to get her charges back to health. They had a scare earlier this year with some bad feed. They've turned out some of their best 2-year-olds because of that. But they seem now starting to swing back into form a little bit. Here comes the golf cart with the full Nestle Road clan. Just saw one of the We Start the Excitement t-shirts of Mike Wepkenberg. Mike has t-shirts that he hands out. Waiting for the winner, Jailhouse Pearl, to make it back to the winner's circle. There's your winner. Brady Clemens picks up his first win of the meet.
Unofficial winner, number 3, Jailhouse Pearl. Owned by Casey Clemens of Malta, Ohio. Eric Nesselrode, the winning trainer. Brady Clemens in the sulky, his 8th win this season at the county fairs. 2-year-old filly by Long Tom out of Jailhouse Broad. Home winner in 2:03 3/5, a lifetime mark. And for Jailhouse Pearl, that's 3 in a row in Ohio. And another winner from Midland Acres, the home of Long Tom. Results are official. Number 1, IB Cream, 3. The 2, Baked Spaghetti, 4. The 3, Jailhouse Pearl, the winner. The 4, Risky Hill, 2. Top down, 3, 4, 1. 2 on the bottom. The quarter, 31 and 2. The half, 101 3. 3/4, 133 2. The mile, 2:03 3/5. In the 8th race, coming up, number 1. Hard for one guy, make the driver Christian Myers. Christian Myers drives the 1. Hard one guy. Number 3, Frisky Up, Brady Clemens. Brady Clemens on the 3, Frisky Up. Don't be shut out. Wager now.
So there are your
right
2
on out for
driver changes for the 8th. 2 races to go from Athens County. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll tell you about the horses in the 8th.
The Athens County Agricultural Society hosted their first county fair in the fall of 1851 at the same exact location it's held today. The fair was originally a 3-day event that awarded premiums to livestock and produce, but also to oddities like Best Barrel of Salt, Plow, and Acre of Corn. Families made time to see all the exhibits, but harness racing was the highlighted show. The racetrack at the Athens County Fairgrounds has been seeing horses for over 100 years. Photos prove that crowds gathered every year to watch and place bets on their favorite trotter or pacer. One of the first harness horsewomen of the area, Gussie Barnhart, recalls the grandstand overflowing with people hoping to catch a glimpse of the action. Barnhart trained her own horses out of the county fairgrounds, where in 1950 she started racing 2- and 3-year-olds. While the track itself has not changed dramatically over the years, that's not the case for the rest of the fair. The racehorse barn used today wasn't always such. It originally housed the Fife Tabernacle Church. The fairgrounds has also expanded more than 30 acres since its founding. Today, the Athens County Fair is a member of the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. They host 2 days of live-action harness racing.
They're often racing in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. Catch the excitement of Ohio harness racing at one of the county fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit. For over 150 years, people have gathered at county fairs to cheer on their favorite racehorses. Keep the tradition alive. Visit one of the 10 fairs in the Southern Valley Colt Circuit this summer. Horses, racing and winning. It's the Southern Valley Colt Circuit, 10 great fairs in southeastern Ohio.
For over 50 years, Midland Acres has provided top-quality Ohio-bred colts and fillies. As a third-generation farm, we understand the importance of delivering well-cared-for and well-mannered yearlings. Get in the winner's circle with the yearlings by Fear the Dragon, Yankee Cruiser, Long Tom, Summa Cum Laude, Ready for Moni, and Bit of a Legend. See our yearlings at the Blooded Horse Sale August 27th and the Ohio Select Sale September 15th.
Welcome back to Athens County Fairgrounds in Athens, Ohio. That Athens County Fair feature talked about Gussie Barnhart. We're in the Gussie Barnhart grandstand. Honored her here. She was born in February of 1930 and passed away in July of 2011. 81 years old when she passed away. Gussie Barnhart, one of the first female drivers. I want to thank everybody who's joined us today, including those who are enjoying breakfast in Australia, watching Ohio harness racing this morning. Joel, glad you got a nice day down under. One of these days, a place that's on my bucket list to visit. Australia and New Zealand. Head down there. Just such a long, long plane trip. But someday we'll figure it out. I'm trying to figure out how I can get maybe some of these breeding farms that are sending their stallions down under to ship me down there as well to do some features on the horses as they transition to breeding down in the southern hemisphere. And got to figure out how I can finagle that one. The OHHA is not paying for that one. So, but no, we do have some of our top stallions heading down under to breed in Australia and New Zealand. Let's take a look at this field. This is a 5-horse field. All will be on the gate. 3-year-old colt and gelding pacers, the second division. First division went in 2:01, so we'll keep an eye on that. The fastest time will get the trophy. The number 1 is Hard Phone Guy. Christian Myers will drive for Jeff Kirkbride. This is a Fear of the Dragon out of the Royal Majesty Mare Gracie's Parade. David Nolan of Gallipolis owns 8 starts, 3 wins, and a third. Has won 3 straight